Hey you guys, it's your girl Sarah the One back here at spiritualoasisashay@gmail.com. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We are going to continue with the sign of Scorpio. I think I have Scorpio, Virgo, and a few gets left. Everything else should be released by the time you're seeing it. And if it's not, it's just because the order that I released it is the order that I released it. But for the most part, I know I have those three signs, this sign and two others left. If you would like your own tarot reading, email me at spiritualoasisashay@gmail.com. Yeah. Let's see. We have Scorpio, just some themes of the energy right now. We have fluorite, find clarity and focus. Let your mind be clear and sharp. We still have that full moon energy in the background. Right here on the fluorite card. We have turquoise. It says, find balance and healing. Let your spirit soar. Look at that. We have peridot. It says, invite positivity and joy in. Let your spirit shine with light. So, right now, Scorpio, you could be going through a hard time or ending a hard time. But it looks like you're needing to just find some peace and clarity about what's going on with you right now. You could be coming out of some cycle that is, excuse me, one moment, y'all. You also could have fucking interruption. I have to get this other deck. But yeah, y'all could be coming out of some sort of cycle, some sort of, oh my gosh, some sort of cycle. What I just say, interruptions. That you're clearing out, and because of the end of the cycle, you need to get some clarity about it, to find some harmony within yourself about a relationship, a connection, a partnership, a friendship, a significant other. You could have thought this person was going to be with you forever, or you was going to work with them forever. Scorpio is associated traditionally with the 8th house, which is ruled by Pluto, which deals with inheritances. So this could have been someone you was in a loving relationship with, and you got some kind of inheritance like a husband or wife, or this could be a family member connection. This could be like a mother, somebody passed, or y'all went in business together. This also could be somebody building a business with you that you were very close with, and for some reason their connection has ended in a very tragic way. Not necessarily death or anything, but just some sort of very tragic way. I'm also hearing the word trauma. So trauma was very much about a consistent thing within this connection. I don't know if the connection was traumatizing, or how it's ending is traumatizing, or you feel that maybe because you felt like so much was supposed to happen because of the connection that it feels traumatizing, like it feels like a deep heartbreak or something, like your world shattered, or your life was shattering or something like that. It's something very deep. But with these cards right here, if it's saying like invite positivity in, find healings and soar, it's very much giving you're just gonna honestly, like always, alchemize out of it and figure out what it was that you needed to, learn or gain from it, so that you don't do the same thing again. Yeah, I'm hearing the number 10 as well too, Scorpio. So the number 10 could be significant. Scorpio technically is the 10th sign of, it's not the 10th sign, it's the 8th sign of the zodiac, but it always gives me 10, and I think is it the death card? The death card is not 10, and then Wheel of Fortune is. So it's something about, y'all saw how I just gave y'all different numbers and different meanings, and for some reason I was associating with the things that were not the things. It's something about a hidden meaning or a hidden symbolism, something with numbers, numerology. I don't know if it was a code, a safety code, a light code, some kind of transaction that made you realize that the connection or this partnership or this relationship had to be over and done. I don't know if someone was stealing for you or taking from you, or things just weren't adding up. 10 is also the end. So at the end of the day, Spirit is saying this is the end. This is it. This is all. I don't know if maybe you gave yourself several chances to see what that connection or partnership could be. Maybe you was trying to rehabilitate it. Because one thing about a Scorpio is, and I have like eighth house aspects. One thing about a Scorpio is like, if you at the very least were very like loyal or a good companion or a good partnership or something like that, we're not just gonna give up. Like, long as you didn't do no like unforgiving type shit, no abuse or nothing like that, we're not just gonna give up on it. We're gonna try. We ain't gonna try till we die, but we are gonna try. So it's giving like that's the kind of energy this connection was, or this partnership was. You felt like it was fail proof. You felt like this job opportunity or significant, whatever it was just very much genuine, and you feel like it was just not gonna end. That's why you feel like maybe it's so traumatic to you or triggering, or again, you just felt like there's no way this wasn't gonna work. There's no way that this wasn't gonna be what I thought it was gonna be. This is no way it wasn't gonna happen. And apparently it is happening. Again, the number 10 is endings, like it's at the end, it's at its full culmination. But also, if you are just tuning in, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and you're right now in some sort of sorts, or you feel like something is off in a business connection, partnership that deals with finances or inheritances or some kind of business, land, property, in whatever way. It could be close family, close relationship, your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your cousin, your lover, a best friend, or something like that, or whatever. You need to be looking at the fine print and details of the certain situation. I am not providing any legal or financial advice or medical advice. You know, take every opinion. This is in my opinion, if entertainment purposes only. Your decisions of your own free will, okay? Let's just see what the energy is. These cards are like, what's the gossip? What's the tea? They deal with like shadow work, illusions, the energy around things. I read them as they are verbatim, or I try to take the theme of the card. So you can pay attention to the card, or you can listen to me, or you can do both. Also, some things may just pop at you for yourself. Because sometimes I know when I was like first being introduced to tarot, I realized like the reader sometimes will say one thing, but for some reason intuitively I would sometimes get a similar or different message, and I would take that as like my confirmation. So sometimes you can kind of use a channeler's in a weird way, their energy as well, to kind of read for yourself in a more individual way. But of course, if you're not comfortable with it and you want your own personal reading, because this is a very general message, you can email me at spiritualaces@gmail.com. The number 36 is significant. Let's see, what is Scorpio's, like, what's the energy, what's the tea around this situation? What's the gossip, what's the tea? We have no filter, honesty is sticking out to me, communication, speak your truth, this is how you really feel. We have deja vu. It says repeating patterns. But I did say replacing, so keep that in mind. Repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues. We've been here before. So is this something you've done before, Scorpio? Is this somebody you've helped out before? Is it someone you keep trying to help? Is this someone you keep trying to figure out things with? Or maybe, again, like I said, you keep trying, but it's like, it's almost giving like, no, have you learned your lesson? Like, this is not necessarily what it's going to be. Or is it something in you that makes you feel like you got to save this person, you got to save this job, you got to save this relationship, you got to save this connection, you got to save this transaction, you got to save whatever this deal or this contract is. We also have retirement goals. It says long-term stability, future planning, relaxation, earn, living a dream. You planned on being or creating something that was long-term. You planned on this being very much maybe your escape plan, I would assume. This person, place, or thing in this situation, you thought that this person or this situation was gonna be the all get all. You felt like this is it, this is perfect, they're perfect, we're gonna work it out. And you were shocked though when you got the information, because as I'm looking, this girl right here, she's really sticking out. Like, I feel like this is how you feel, or this is how you're gonna feel, or this is the confirmation because you already knew, and I'm just bringing it to your consciousness, even though it's already in your consciousness. But you very much just feel like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? Like, I am getting there. Like, it's very much like a what the fuck type of energy. What else was Scorpio? This is interesting. What else happened? Let's see. What happened? What happened with this job, this interaction, this contract, this partnership, this deal, this inheritance? Spirit said it's okay. We got wake up calls. It says spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness, can't ignore anymore. I told you, just like the old girl back here, the more melanated girl right here. Like, literally what the card said. Like, you woke up. I don't know if it hit you at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was something with a transaction. It's like you seen something and it popped out of you. It's like you could have been at a friend's house, a friend's place, and you were like, I don't know, it's something with a phone, an email. I'm not getting a text. That's a little too informal, but it's like something about a email, and it had like a transaction or a receipt or something like that on it, and you was just like, what the fuck? Like, it came through and you could not believe that this is what was going on. Maybe you already had your inferences about the situation, and you wasn't sure. Maybe it was a big company or more than one person involved, but it's like you wasn't sure on if they was doing it or if somebody else y'all was working with was doing it. But when that came through, at the time that it came through, and for what it was worth, or the value, or something that was written on it, or something like that, it fucked you up. And it's 10 minutes in as I'm saying it, so it's like it really fucked it up. And it's like you found clarity, even though I'm hearing sudden clarity. And the truth will set you free. Like, even though it says no filter, speaking your truth, I feel like this is basically saying this is the truth, and it's just setting you free. Like, this is something you've been knew, you wasn't sure of, or something you repeat, or something they kept repeating, and maybe you were trying to, look at it with rose-colored glasses. Like, I'm gonna retirement. We're gonna retire. It's gonna be cool. And then the transaction or the situation occurred, and now you're just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is going on? Maybe you thought this was about your mission, your purpose, or something like that, Scorpio. Let's see, what else to you? What else kind of thing? Okay, now we have side piece. It says, and I heard you were working hard. It says secret romance, hidden affairs, being second choice on only late night calls. So, again, you can take it verbatim if it resonates, but I'm gonna read it how I interpret it as well too, intuitively. Hidden affairs, only late night calls. Like I said, it's given just very much a rose-colored glass, something in your face, but you're not paying attention to. But the signs were there, but you didn't want to listen to no one or nobody. Because I'm also getting, it says secret romance, but I'm also hearing like mixed messages, or certain you were actually getting messages, you were actually getting confirmation from a connect or a connection or something like that, and you just didn't take heed to the warnings. And this may not be for all of y'all. Like, every card could be, let's say it's 50, I don't know, let's say it's 100 of y'all that watch this message. Of course I pray it's like tens of thousands, right? But let's just say 100. Let's say this card only resonate with 10 of y'all, if that makes sense. Let's say that's 50 y'all, 85 of y'all. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, every card is not gonna match, but this one is more specific to, like, these two are very specific for some reason. Even though it's a general message. Let me know what's going on, because I'm really channeling this shit. This shit is crazy. So it's almost like, and side piece could literally be side piece, right? Because I did start it with romance, but I'm mostly getting this is about something financial and some sort of inheritance. Now, it could have been something where it was more than one person involved, like a third party energy. But again, it does not have to be actually romantic. It could just be like family, friends, someone behind the scenes, some sort of transaction, somebody doing something unscrupulous. It came to fruition, someone trying to interrupt the contract, or some sort of severance of a contract that you didn't know, somebody taking money, laundering money, bringing money from one place to another place, some sort of bills didn't add up. It's just something with numbers and transactions not adding up, and again, the information coming to you, right? And when you think about side piece, a side piece, like, if you think about it, like what it means symbolically, it's like somebody who's like low-key doing somebody who has somebody, right? Like, if it's a married man or woman, like, if she got a side piece, okay, so she got her husband and she got someone on the side, so of course she's gonna be quiet, of course it's gonna be in the late nights, of course it's gonna be where it's not seen. But a lot of the times they always say in these instances, like, the person know they showing signs, like something will pop up, like something will come out and from like what is it, like something will come out till that confirms it or exposes it. So this is giving like you could have been exposed to it. Like I said, the deja vu card is there, and I think you just didn't want to know. I part of me want to say you didn't care, but I don't want to say you didn't care. I just want to say maybe you just didn't think it was that serious, or you thought that it was a mishap, or you thought that it was something like they were going to get over or just learn through or grow through. Like, it was something minor enough to you to where you thought, at least it was minor at first, and I guess you assumed that it wasn't going to implode, but I'm getting like this imploded for sure. And for many of y'all have to speak your truth. You have to stand up and you have to address this person, because at the end of the day, it's giving like you got to learn from this lesson overall, Scorpio. But in order for you to do that, you kind of have to get this clarity first on the situation, because it has what it has: fluorite, getting the clarity, then paradise, being born, paradise, let your spirit shine and light, and then heal. So it's almost like you got to go through that sort of like transformation, alchemy type of process, where it's like, damn, this happened, I wasn't sure, the clarity is there, damn, now I got to figure out how to heal from this and like lift my vibration and lift myself out of this, because there's no way I thought that this was going to go on. There's no way I thought this person was going to do this to me, and they did. They very much did. And I heard they'll do it again. So again, some of y'all, this might be somebody y'all keep giving second chances to. Some of y'all, maybe it was just this first occurrence and you kind of want to overlook it, but Spirit is saying don't overlook it. I'm also getting this also, there are some messages for some of y'all about this, maybe around the workplace, maybe around the family, maybe around a job. I'm getting like murmurs, whispers. That's what I'm getting. There are people talking about it. You may begin to receive more information that confirms this as well too. You may feel like, I don't know. It's like you're gonna get more confirmation. So even if some of y'all are hesitant, again, y'all do what y'all want, this y'all life, but like it's gonna be more confirmations. Look at this. It says bounce back, resilience after setbacks, recovering quickly, determination to rise again, can't keep you down. So that's what I said. It says that alchemy process, confirmation. Whatever it is, whoever it is, for some of y'all it could be romantic, for some of y'all it could be platonic, for some of y'all it could be family, for some of y'all it could be business transactions. It is primarily business information, but again, it could be like, hell, it could even be like you in a relationship, your husband, your wife, and your wife is in a business with somebody else and she trying to get money from you, lucky. Like it could be some shit like that, because I'm getting 3 people or 3 energies, honestly. It can be cheating, so if you feel like this is cheating, take it as it resonates, but that's for like a small, minute. Most of y'all, it's like, it's you and it's somebody else. It's you and it was something else going on the side. Like it's you and this person, but it was like a certain scenario on the outside still going on. Like it's weird. It's very weird. And I feel like that's something you were saying. You was like, this is weird. This is weird. But again, like I said, this is something Spirit expects you to bounce back from. That's why I started with the 3 clarified themes of the message. It's not nothing for you to just necessarily accept, but also not necessarily that you should allow to defeat you. Although it may be traumatizing or triggering, Spirit is expecting you to kind of like learn from it and grow for it, because it believes that you can. It believes you have the capacity to. It's just in what you believe. And you can still have the retirement goals and the long-term stability you want, just with another person, another job, another situation, another connection. Or maybe you best alone. Take it as it resonates. Is there any thing else you want them to get from this deck? You should have come in, like, and subscribe. Look at this toxic. It says toxic love, pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment, and can't live without. Yeah. This is someone you was really close to, though. And I think that's what is some traumatizing. Like, again, I know these are relational cards, but I'm reading it as I interpret them. This is just someone you was just really close with. So it was just no way you thought that they would do the things that they did, considering how everything ended. Like, you just did not believe that. And that's what makes it so much harder and so much more toxic, because it's like, you wouldn't do that. You a loyal person. You a genuine person. But it's like, damn, I can't believe this person did to me. So they was always effed up. Were you not listening to yourself about it? Or, I don't know. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me see. What else do we have for Scorpio about this situation with this contract or inheritance or transaction, or something about, I don't know, something illegal going on with their finances, or some stealing or something like that? What else can help them right now? One at a time. What else can help them right now? What else can help Scorpio? House. Okay, we have house here. Oh, shit. It says house. It says security, stability, shelter. Focus on nurturing stability and change whatever does not. Okay, so something's going on in the household with the income I'm hearing. The structure of the house of the income may change as well, too. We have knife. It says betrayal, heartbreak, pain. Trust that these dark times will bring you to the brightest places. Like, yeah, deep pain, deep structure in the family household. Again, this could be a lover, partner, family, close friend. Whoever it was, it's like family. So that sense of structure and stability or shelter or comfort that you found in that person is given as null and void. But Spirit is saying that it's gonna make a turn. It's gonna change. You have to believe it's gonna change. And it sucks to be betrayed. I feel like Scorpios, unfortunately, I feel like we get betrayed a lot. We have maid, giving help is here, is coming, and self-care. Make sure that you are still taking care of yourself, as crazy as it sounds. Make sure you're having the time to meditate and really think about what it is, what happened. Break it down so that you can release it and not hold any grudges, so that you also can receive what you need from it. So again, whatever insight, clarity that needs to come so you can move forward, you can get. Sometimes things like this are blessings in disguise. And I'm getting that this is a blessing in disguise. I'll probably name this message that. And what else we got? We got cat independence. It says solo freedom, claim your independence, and create space between yourself and others. That's what I said. I'm thinking this was some kind of toxic bond, trauma bond. Like, as far as just genuine toxic, like work relationships, business relationships, partnerships, connections, inheritances. Like, it could have brought out the worst out of people. Let's say you had a lot of money, y'all was making a lot of money, but like they bad character traits came out, or they started getting greedy, or started getting mean and nasty and trifling. Doesn't matter if you know them 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, 100 years. Like, it don't matter. Like, some people just is really like that, and I think that's what you're learning. And unfortunately, but fortunately, Spirit is saying, like I said, when I said briefly, like maybe you should work by yourself, that's confirmation. Like, many of you all, I can't say this for all of you all, it's just a general message, but like many of you all are getting that confirmation to just do the things on your own and move forward on your own, because people really try from here. Let me see what else. But yeah, Scorpio, just make sure you're taking the time to relax, to receive what you need to receive, to get the clarity, to get any kind of downloads, any extra details. This is just a very general message. If you need any clarity, you can email me at spiritualoasisashay@gmail.com. If you feel like you want to go a bit deeper, you want to get way more specific, you have specific questions you want answered, I can do my best to channel your guides, to just get into the universe's energy, source energy, just to see what clarity I am able to provide. Email me at spiritualoasisashay@gmail.com. Make sure you're just taking the time to kind of go within. That's what I'm getting very strongly. It's something about going within and listening, because it's almost giving for some of you all, maybe not all of you all, that you probably missed signs because you didn't want to hear what was going on, or like you just didn't think they were true. Again, I think this is someone you really trusted, and I already said, like, with Scorpios and stuff like that, like if the person is nice and all of that, like, y'all pretty much will trust the person and work with the person. But, and so if someone did do something, you'll give somebody another chance. You may be a little harder on them, but you'll give somebody else a chance. And this is what this is giving. This deep betrayal that happened, like, this is what the scenario is giving very much. So yeah, and then we have supportive on the way. I think this was someone you genuinely felt like, even though I'm hitting this independent card, was going to be there for you. And maybe you genuinely wanted that, because again, Scorpio is traditionally ruled by the 8th house, which deals with inheritances. So that's not like individual partner. That's not individual connection. That's like partnership connection. The house before it is 7th house, which is the house of partnership. The 8th house would be the next level of that, when you and your partner, or you and a business trend, like you and somebody are making something together. So it's just very much giving it. Let me see, is there anything else? I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, y'all saw that. We'll take these two. It says both of them in the upright, I heard. Well, actually, this was reversed. It says fence. It says your boundaries are hindering you from pursuing your dreams. And I got something to say about that. In the reverse, we have phone. It says communication, messages, communicate clearly, and create space for open expression. I feel like this is resistance energy. I mean, the phone conversation is saying, hey, you're not letting this communication come in, you're not letting this expression in. The fence message is saying, your own boundaries are blocking this. And I feel like it may have just been you being blocked, or you were blocking yourself from the truth, or you yourself are blocked. You yourself are not, and this message is going to take a turn, but I feel like this is saying you yourself are not expressing yourself enough. This is a wake-up call for you as well, Scorpio. Take it as it resonate. For the ones who will resonate with this part, maybe not all of you all, but I think this is a wake-up call of you for all to just work yourself out of this situation. Figure out if it was something that maybe you need healing or release from, and then realize that maybe in this scenario, or this individual thing, you didn't need as much support as you did, and you could have went at it alone. And that's okay. Sometimes the universe does do things like that. Sometimes we think we know best. Sometimes we think we need help, need training wheels. Again, this could be something for a year, 5, 10, 12, 20 years. And at some point, we have to expand and grow out of things, or maybe it was never supposed to last. As crazy as that sounds, as long as it lasted, So you just have to take that as it resonates, but it is giving some restriction energy, as far as like something or someone shouldn't have been in. It was blocking your expression maybe as well, or your boundaries with yourself was blocking your expression, or how you felt like that the way that the contract or the business should be set up was blocking true expression. and it seems like spirit, God, or whatever you want to call it, did not want those things blocked, and they came tumbling down. Now, of course, there were probably several other factors, but I'm getting like most of all, like it was those type of things that were occurring that allowed these transactions to come across the way that they did, unfortunately. So I hope that made sense. Be sure to comment, like, and share in the the comment section below. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know if I hit on anything. I did hear that it was toxic, so you know, I can't tell you what to do, but it's almost giving like I wouldn't necessarily go back. That's what I'm hearing. But, you know, hopefully this at least gives you some clarity. But I am hearing don't go back. You know, cut your ties, cut your losses. You know, peridot, fluorite, turquoise. You know, get some calm healing, do some release. Let real love and life and joy in. Maybe they weren't positive. Maybe they just weren't good for you. Maybe they was vampiric. Maybe they was draining. What else we got? Toaster. Yeah, and then maybe more better things will come, right? It says get ready for a delightful surprise out of nowhere. All right. Bye.